So I watched this video yesterday that had 1 million views on YouTube called "Why Do You Postpone Yourself?" And obviously I watched it for obvious reasons. Clearly I postponed myself. One of the things that the gentleman in the video talked about was cars, specifically. Our need for luxury, our constant need for luxury, buying luxury things that we don't need. Talking about car loans and all that stuff. And I just got to thinking, what do we actually need in a car? Do we need a digital dash? Do we need heated seats? Do we need fancy rims? I was thinking, what do I actually need in a car? And aside from AC and heating, aside from HVAC stuff, depending on where you're from, you probably don't even need both of them. It's 2024. I mean, I kind of want Bluetooth. But aside from that, do I really need anything else? Could I have bought half of the car that I currently have? For me, like my case is I had an older 2009 Honda Accord, and before that I had an '03 Honda Accord. So I was essentially not buying more than I actually needed. Then I got my first car loan a couple of years back, a 2017 Honda Accord Touring. So it's the top trim with everything that Honda offered back in 2017. For me personally, it's just more so the aesthetic. I was just in love with the design. I didn't want to have to go to my mechanic. I honestly debated getting like a 2013 or a 2012 Corolla or a Honda Civic for probably would have been half the price or even less than that. That would have allowed me to save a lot more. That additional money I could have used to do a lot of the things that I love doing. I mean, of course, I can still do that. And I just have a car that I enjoy driving and I enjoy looking at now. My situation's, I guess, a little bit different, but I think that a lot of people fall into the trap of just buying a nice car because that's what everybody else is doing. For me, I just personally prefer, if I'm gonna have a car and drive it, and I just want a reliable car that I have for a long period of time, that I enjoy driving. I know there are a lot of people that will, go above and beyond and have a huge car payment, and they don't really need that car. They don't really need every last feature on that car. Like for me, with my car, I was just obsessed with the taillights, the LED taillights that it came with. And, obviously the stock rims. The thing with leather seats is not great in, when it's really, really hot outside when you get in the car, but they're also 100 times more comfortable than cloth seats. Yeah, just thinking about, it just got me thinking about luxury, and you end up with like $600, $700, $800 car payments where you don't use half of the features in the car. And it's going to get worse and worse as, more and more features get integrated into cars. A friend of mine told me that Honda CR-Vs go all the way up to $60,000 now. I think they start at like 45 and go up to 60,000. Which is crazy to think about, because the more tech that gets put into these cars, obviously, it hurts the durability of the cars. More things to go wrong with the car, and you're just paying more for a car that's actually gonna break and fall apart. Well, especially the electronic part, much sooner. So yeah, it just got me thinking. I just wanted to put this video out there. Do you use every feature that's in your car? I'm not coming from a place of spend as little money as you can and all that stuff. I'm just talking about, we're in a time where cost of living is so high. I constantly hear people complaining, and all over social media, the news, whatever. I don't really watch the news, but grocery prices, fuel prices, all of that. Obviously, housing costs is a big one. When you complain about all those things, think about, do I really need the car that I have? You might need a car. We're not going to die without a car. We can all take transit, obviously, depending on where you live. It actually increases the quality of your life, which, you need to have a decent quality of life, to be honest. With all the other things that we're dealing with, are you able to spend money on the things that make you happy? If you need to downgrade your car and scale back some of the features and just get a car that's exactly what you need, not what the new standard is in 2024, get what you absolutely need and then enjoy the rest of your life. I know a lot of people that literally live like this, and I respect the hell out of it. They drive just a basic car and they do the things that they love, and they're just smart about their finances that way. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about people that have car loans way more than they can afford. You don't actually need or even actually use all the luxury features in that car. A newer thing is going to come out in next year, and then the next year, and then the next year, and then your car is going to be old, but your car loan doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just wanted to quickly talk about that, and see you guys in the next one.